Hi guys, Najaam Lee here. So this is going to be part 2 to the series of living with sickle cell anemia. As you guys know, it's September and it's Sickle Cell Awareness Month. So let's get into it, okay? So I want to talk about, which is a question that's been asked me a lot of times, is hydroxyurea. And some people take hydroxyurea and some people don't when it comes to sicklers who have sickle cell anemia. I personally do not take hydroxyurea, and let me just describe a little bit what hydroxyurea is about. Um, Hydroxyurea is basically a medication that came about in the early 90s as a trial to test on sicklers. That was used on cancer patients for a while and was passed down to us to see if it will help in stopping the many, basically how it can stopping the many frequent sickle cell attacks for sicklers. And so it's a medication that's very, very potent. Like, it has a lot of side effects. I remember I used it for like 3 years. I think it was about 3-4 years I've used it. I started it when I was in college in California, and what would happen a lot, and also when I left college, when I graduated from college, I was still on it for a period of time. What would happen when I would be on that medication is the opposite. Instead of having less frequent attacks, I had more frequent attacks. And not just any type of attack, it was so severe. It multiplied in the level of pain that I would get. It was so, oh my gosh, it was just really bad. It was like someone stabbing you, which on a regular basis, some of our pain is like a stabbing. But with hydroxyurea, take that to the 10th power, and it's a vicious killing that you cannot stop at all. And I would pass out from those types of pains. Like, I would be taken to the hospital. I would be in there for weeks. It'll be so severe. I mean, potent severe that I would be passing out. That's how bad it was when I would be on this type of medication called hydroxyurea. And I when I was pregnant with my daughter, I had stopped it because while you're pregnant, you cannot take hydroxyurea. It will create so many disabilities just for the child alone, much less yourself. But that's how crazy to me that medication is. On the other hand, hydroxyurea works for some sicklers where I am so happy that they have less frequent episodes. They can have be able to do things and have a life that they can at least relax and not be on an edge of being in the hospital every single month. Some that I've heard, they won't even see a hospital probably within 6 months or a year or a couple years or something like that. Like, for some it works. Unfortunately for me, it didn't, and I will never take that drug ever again. For some people, they'll from what I've heard is that they've done some changes, they've upgraded it, and it has less side effects, blah 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 blah. But me personally, I will never take that particular drug, never. And just by my own experience of it and with it, and me being a mom now, and My time is so important to me that I don't want to be laid up in no hospital like that all the time. I'd rather be on the route that I'm on right now, which I've taken a more holistic, Ayurvedic route, and eating a lot better for my body type, because we may be in the category sickle cell anemia, but we still have different body types. And once you understand your body type, you understand how to really take care of yourself even better. So going into that, I want to discuss about what I do for myself when the weather's changing like this, like for September into October, etc. And preparing for when the snow comes and it gets a lot colder and a lot windier and things like that. I dress warm. I layer up as best as I can. I try not to go outside unless I really have to. Whether it's like a doctor's appointment, I'm sick, or I have a client to see, or, I'm doing art and I need like stuff for my art, and those things. So, I dress really warm. Even in the summertime, I'll dress warm, long sleeve or something like that. Or I always have a shawl with me. Something that I can always throw on me whenever the temperature changes. Because I could be inside a place and it can be very, very cold for me, like a movie theater or a shopping mall or something like that. And I need to, cover up. My house is, especially when it gets colder, the heat is on at like say 80 or 90 degrees. Like, I like it hot. And it has to be. If it's cold in here, and I know that, sometimes you try to keep the temperature at a certain level because you're paying bills. You don't want to pay that, extreme high amount. But it does affect me after a while, that if it's too cold, or cold dampness, or cold air coming through or something like that, it does affect me and can put me in a crisis state. What else? And yeah, so dressing warm, but that doesn't mean I dress warm, I look crazy. I dress fabulous, I have to put myself together. I have to look good. I have to feel good. I'll, take my time and do my makeup in the morning or whenever of the day. Sometimes I miss a few days or something like that, but I have to reach for something, whether it's a lipstick, a mascara, something like that, to uplift me, because when I look good, I feel good and I'm more focused and things like that. So yeah, I will put on my heels. I always wear my heels. I have no sneakers. I'll always wear my heels, put myself together, and be out. In the summertime, I try to get outside as much as possible. I take advantage of that weather. When it starts changing like now, I hate it. I want to be in somewhere warm, inside. So if you guys have a guest house somewhere warm where I can come and crash for like during the winter months that I'm here, oh my God, that would be so wonderful. Like, let me know, put it down below that, hey, you say to me, Naj, I'm bringing you over to my guest house down in, I don't know, Bali. I don't know. I'll travel, like, anywhere. It has to be warm. I will go for the time that it's winter over here in the United States. What else? Yeah, so I wanted to discuss that in part 2. There's so much that I want to talk about with sickle cell. But as we continue the series, because there's going to be more videos and stuff like that. But I hope there's something that you're learning and understanding from it, as well as I want you to donate. You know, I'm going to put up a page. I said I'm going to do that. And then the whatever money that's brought in, it will be donated to a sickle cell charity organization. And so I will be sending it up this weekend. I will. And I'll have the links below on every video that we've done. But also utilize the hashtag goshaboutsicklecell when sharing this video. You know, on all your social media profiles, please do this. This is going to be so essential in bringing awareness. And also subscribe to my blog called goshabout.wordpress.com. And when you subscribe, I talk about everything from gushing about fashion, art, lifestyle, celebrities, politics, and important things like this. Last year we did breast cancer awareness, and that was really amazing to do all month. And so this year I want to do on sickle cell anemia because, hey, I have it, you know, so why not bring more awareness to it and work on this cause of raising money for a cure and research. We need some great scientists out there to come up with a cure. My gosh, this disease has been around since, like, you know, over 50 years, you know, over 100 years, I would say, you know, and we should at least have a cure, don't you think? My daughter, oh my gosh, bless her heart, she is becoming a scientist, science research, and that is one of her target goals, is to find a cure for sickle cell. So I'm so proud of her. Miss Thing, shout out to her. And yeah, oh, I want to tell you guys, go over to najaamlee.com right now and join the movement. I'm an artist as well, and I have a website that I'm selling my art on, as well as prints. And as you can see, probably can, if I turn this way, I'm working on a piece right now. You see that? Yeah, I'm so excited. It's going to take a while, but I'm working on a series, a part 2 series. And I'm hoping to do a show by the end of this year or early next year. So I'm also looking for a space, you know, in the Massachusetts, Boston area. I don't want to travel too far out unless I have to. I have no problem. I would love to go to LA and do a show there as well. But I'm doing a series which includes this one, and I will need some help with that. You know, PR, manager, assistants, whoever is good in those fields, where that can be taken care of, finding venues and bringing people out. Oh my gosh, your girl here needs some help, seriously. But I'm working on that, so I'm very, very excited. I want to share that with you guys, and to know more about that and know what's going on, go subscribe to my list over at najaamlee.com. All right? Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're going to get into a part 3, and in part 3, we're going to be discussing more on sickle cell anemia. Okay, this is Sickle Cell Awareness Month, September. Love you guys. This is Najaam Lee. Right now, could we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now,
Yeah, I could use a dream or a genie or a wish to go back to a place much simpler than